What is poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today it is a sad day. It is a sad day for all because we're taking a look at Silent Voice, which is a sad anime movie, but it's also a sad day because I watched this and then I've seen a fuck ton of it on TikTok, so I decided to watch it again for a movie review specifically. So I have now watched this movie twice, which means it is in the good proportions, like in the higher rankings, because I don't normally watch movies twice. So because it is that good, I watched it twice. We know it's going to be above 5 points in my book. But you got to wait till the end to see the rankings and to see what I actually rate it. However, we do have to get into what Google has to say without any delay so we can get into my rankings. So, A Silent Voice is a 2016 animated movie and it has a runtime of about 1 hour and 42 minutes. It has a pretty high ranking on IMDb of an 8.1, and it has an 8.9 out of 10 on my anime list and has a 4.9 out of 5 on Crunchyroll. So it does have a pretty decent scoring. It is a romance drama show. You can watch this on Netflix, you can watch it on YouTube, Amazon Prime, or Crunchyroll. So, a grade school student with a hearing impairment is bullied and transferred to another school. Years later, the former bully is tormented by his behavior and sets out to make amends. So how this story starts is like we have a look at this class where this girl with hearing aids is the new student and this kid is constantly pulling them out, constantly clapping next to her ears to make her obviously feel pain, obviously to get sharp sort of hearing pains. And I don't know why he does this. I don't know why he thinks it's funny, but all the class joins in and laughs, and no one actually stands up for her or sticks up for her until she starts bleeding from the ears because of how quick he ripped them out of her head. We then fast forward, and the bully is now a introvert, and he shut everyone out, and now everyone has X's in their face because he doesn't know anything about them. He doesn't know them. He doesn't connect with them. And I really like this symbolism. I really like this idea where people have X's on their face when you don't recognize them, you don't know who they are, you can't connect with them. And slowly throughout this entire story, we have him making amends, making friends, and talking to the people which he used to be friends with in his original class and making amends for all the bullying and torment that he caused, and them slowly having the X's removed from their face and us being able to see who they are and what they do. However, we have the girl with the hearing aid having a pretty shitty life still, and she goes to end it. She goes to kill herself right at the end of the movie, and the bully ends up saving her but falling instead of her, and he is in hospital for quite a while, but once he is out of the hospital he promises to stop trying to do the same thing because that's what he was doing. He was also trying to kill himself. He was also very sad and very depressed throughout the start of this movie, but eventually these two end up falling in love and getting together at the end of the movie, and I think that is very wholesome and a well-rounded story from enemies to friends to lovers. It is chef kiss perfect story arc, and they handled the suicide bit really well, and it was really meaningful, it was really impactful, and had a really good influence on the story and just made it like it was shock value, but it was also story value and worked really well in the context of the movie. They didn't just have it there for the sake of having it there. It had a real good message with it, and it showed our main character had changed from only caring about himself to looking out for others and making those friends and making those amends and caring for everyone else. And instead of bullying her, actually caring for her and trying to look after her. The animation style is also really fucking beautiful here. I love the animation here. It is great. The character designs are really unique, but they're not like unique in standard anime terms where it's like bright blue hair, bright neon pink, bright green hair. They all have average color hair, but they all do stand out in their own rights with their personality and also how they style their hair and how they dress as well. We see the messy characters and the characters which don't really care have their clothes in pretty bad condition, but we also have characters have their clothes in pristine condition to show they care, to show they are very sort of upstanding people, and it's just really subtle details like that which just give us hints into what the characters are like without showing us their face, because obviously the big X is in the way. Again, I'm going to say one more time, I am very upset at the fact that TikTok made me watch this movie. I've seen a lot of stuff on TikTok, and it is a really sad movie, and it is a movie that made me cry. The amount, both times I watched this movie, I cried. It is a very sad movie, which brought me to tears both times I watched it, even though I knew what was happening, because the characters are just so good. Like, they make you invest so much time, so much care into these characters, and they're so well crafted, and the story is so well told that you can see that he feels sorry for his mistakes. And you can see that he feels bad for what he's done and that he's guilty, but no one forgives him and no one really wants to be his friend. And you can see why. So you can see both sides of the coin, so you can understand both sides, but it makes you care so much for the characters. It is genuinely such an awesome movie, and I recommend that you go watch it. Again, I'm not your mother or your father, your parent, your guardian, whoever. I don't control what you do, but I highly recommend you go check this movie out because it is absolutely incredible. My favorite character is the main character, I'm going to be honest. I normally don't like the asshole bully characters, and I normally aren't like too favoritist towards the main character because I feel like that's pretty basic, and most main characters are basic, but he is the main like plot of the story, and he is the most interesting character, and he has the most character development, and we see him change throughout the movie, and it's just so good. Like, seeing him change and becoming a better person is such like a good story to see and watch, and it makes you want to be a better person as well. It makes you want to improve, and oh, this movie is, anime movies are so fucking good. Like, they have such like more interesting, complex stories and characters, and they are quite simple in premise compared to like most Hollywood movies, but they just have such raw emotion and feelings which make you cry and be happy for the characters. I don't know why, but anime movies make me feel a lot more emotion towards the characters than most Hollywood movies and superhero movies do. With Hollywood movies, it's like a, oh, I can turn my brain off to this mindless violence or this mindless story movies. Whereas anime movies are so well thought out, so well made, that it's just, you can't help but look away, and you can't help but sort of think about it and learn from it and just want to be a part of it as well. It is just beautiful. So I am going to give this movie a solid 9 out of 10. I would watch this over and over again. This is one of those movies which I can watch again and again and again. And that's very rare for me. There isn't many movies that I would watch over and over again. I just can't. I struggle with rewatching movies. If I don't enjoy them, or if it doesn't have a good enough story, I can't watch it again because I know what happens. So it's quite boring and repetitive for me. So it has to be a really good movie with a lot of rewatchability. And this movie has that. This movie has that rewatchability. It is just so good. Unbelievably good. So please do yourself a favor and go watch this movie. Now, uh, I've run out of time here. So I'm going to do some self promotion. So if you like these film reviews, anime reviews, TV show reviews, whatever I review on a daily basis, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to be notified every time I make a video. I normally upload every video around 1 a.m. here in the UK. And a lot of you aren't subscribed. There's 98% of you who are constantly recurring viewers, constantly coming back to watch the channel, but aren't subscribed. So let's fix that. Let's make that number a little bit lower. Are you scared of the big red button? Don't worry. I know it looks threatening, but if you push it, it will go grey and it will look a little bit less scary. There is also a link in the description, which is my link tree, which will take you to everything else that I have to offer as a content creator, from my TikTok to my Cameo to my Facebook, Snapchat, everything else that I have. Even Instagram and like Reddit is on there as well, because I'm planning on doing some Reddit stuff. But yeah, just stuff like that is all there for you if you want a little bit more Tyler Price in your life. Because some of you might, I don't know why you would, but some of you might. So the offer is there. And If you do want me to review any other anime, movie, TV show, anything like that, please do leave it down in the comments below. Comment down the series name, and I'll watch it as soon as possible and get a review out for you guys. Because I want to review movies and TV shows that you guys want to see me review, that you guys are interested in, because it's a variety channel, so... And it's also a channel for you guys, so I want to know what you want me to watch, so leave it down below. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I'll see you all next one. I hope you all have an excellent day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe.